Hi Year 7, welcome to your first practical from home, which is pizza toast. So the very first stage that you need to do is to collect your equipment. If you haven't already done that, look on the PowerPoint because it will have it listed with different photos. Make sure you've got that out on your work surface before you start, and make sure your hands are washed. Next, the first stage of pizza toast is to put your slice of bread onto your baking tray. So your pizza toast will need to go into your grill. Now you're going to need to double check with your parents as to what oven and grill you've got. So my grill and my oven is in the same place. So the grill is, the heat will come from the top. So I need to take my rack out and put it nice and close to the top, because this is where the heat is going to come out of. Whereas when you have the oven on, the heat comes out of the bottom of your oven. But some of you may have a grill which is a separate part of your oven. So just double check with parents, but you need to move your shelf up close to your grill because the heat's going to come from the top to toast your bread. Put your bread in, and you can turn your grill on, and you can grill your toast on just the one side until it goes a nice golden brown colour. After your toast has been under the grill for a couple of minutes, check it to see if it's gone golden brown and a little bit crunchy on top. If it has, remove it from the grill. If it hasn't, keep it in for another few minutes. Okay, so as you can see, my toast has gone slightly brown on colour. So I'm going to turn it over so my crispy brown side is underneath now. And I'm going to add some tomato paste to the top and spread it around. I'm going to make sure I spread all the way to the edges. You can use tomato paste, you can use passata, you can use chopped tomatoes if you don't have any of those. You can even use ketchup if you really want. Okay, so once you have covered the bottom, the whole surface of your pizza toast, you're ready for your toppings. So I'm going to add my cheese first. Now I've already got grated cheese. If you haven't got grated cheese, you can grate it first using your cheese grater. Just make sure your fingers are out of the way. And once you've covered it in cheese, then it's up to you which toppings you want to put on top. So I'm going to go for some tomatoes. There are two ways that you can prepare your toppings, which we learnt about last week when you were doing the challenges in the kitchen. The first one is bridge hold. This is when you hold your hand over the top of the food and you cut through the middle, making sure that your fingers are not in the way of the knife because they're at the side. So you can cut all the way down. So there's my tomatoes. I'm going to add those on top. Now if you look at the PowerPoint, you will have seen that you are graded for your presentation skills. So think about what your pizza toast is going to look like. I'm also going to add some onion to mine. So again, I'm going to use bridge hold over the top to cut my onion. I'm going to peel the skin off. It's really important that you're the one cutting your vegetables. So although mums and maids and nannies can help out, you've got to make sure that it's you that's cutting the vegetables, otherwise you won't learn how to do that. So I'm just going to peel the outside skin off of my onion, so that make sure it's the fleshy part of the onion, not the papery skin. And then I'm going to use the second technique to cut my onion. I'm going to use claw grip. So I'm going to cut off the front of my onion. I don't need that because it's still got the papery part I don't need. And then I'm going to slice my onion, so I've got slices of onion. So again, you need to think about how you're decorating your pizza toast. There are some great examples on the PowerPoint for you to see. I've also got some sweet corn which I'm going to add to mine. I like my pizza toast full of toppings, but it's your pizza toast, so you can choose whatever you want. And then if you've got some mixed herbs in your cupboard at home, or you've got some oregano, you could even add those on top just to give yourself some extra flavour. If you haven't got them, then you don't need to worry. It doesn't matter if you don't have them. Once you've finished decorating your pizza toast, you can do a much better job than me. It goes back onto your baking tray and into the grill for a couple of minutes until your toppings have turned golden brown and your cheese has melted. When your pizza toast comes out of the oven, it should look something like this, nice and golden brown with melted cheese. Remember, presentation is really important, so I would not score very highly for my pizza toast today. Here are some images of some much better quality pizza toasts that other Year 7s have produced. So think about the presentation of your food and what would make someone want to eat it. Also, don't forget to take a photo of your finished pizza toast and upload to Seesaw.